put me on.
Who can cover Brandon Inniss?
That remains to be seen. I'll be honest with you, I don't see a lot of people in high school being able to stay with Brandon.
In a word, Brandon Inniss's game style is, you can describe it as dynamic, because he can do it all. He can run, he can catch, run routes, throw passes.
One thing about him, he go get in the end zone, he go get his.
I'm the most unguardable receiver in the nation. With my one-on-one matchups, you can double me, but it's still not gonna work.
We've had a lot of good ones come through here, but I would say he's the best contested ball catcher that we've had at American Heritage. If the ball's in the air, Brandon's gonna go get it. You know, if it's one-on-one balls in the air, Brandon just has a special ability.
It remind me of the, I don't know if y'all remember the old commercial, the Energized Bunny, but that's just him. He got a work ethic, man. He just keep going. He's smart.
He can hurt you so many different ways. We can line him up outside. We can line him up in the slot. He can go deep on you. He can run a route on you. He's he understands the game. He's a real technician of the game.
It's a blessing, you know. When you really like think about it, not many people can say that. Like they were the number one receiver in the nation and stuff like that. But it's just a blessing.
That kid has every individual, accolade there is right now.
My name is Brandon Inniss. This is my time. Blessing, when you really like think about it, not many people can say that. Like they were the number one receiver in the nation and stuff like that. But it's just a blessing. I grew up in Hollywood, Florida. But I was originally born in Baltimore, Maryland. I moved to Florida when I was 2, and I played Little League for Pembroke Pines Bengals, which the PPO. So, growing up, I had a whole bunch of kids around my neighborhood. We used to go outside every day. We play backyard football, basketball, any sport around the neighborhood. All the kids come outside. We just be in the street, concrete, no shoes. So that's kind of where I started playing football.
I'm telling you, when we take care of us, we can't be beat. When we take care of us, we can't be beat. All right? We put ourselves in those positions early, and you know that.
Mike Smith, I'm the head football coach, head strength and conditioning coach, and running back coach. Man, to coach a kid that's the caliber of Brandon Inniss, it has its challenges, surprisingly, but he's great, man. He's great. You don't have to do a lot with him. You don't have to say a lot to him. Now, he still needs to be coached hard, and we'll still keep coaching him hard, but it's a kid that's smart, that can make an adjustment on the fly. He's super versatile. It's great having a kid like that because he's like another coach on the field. And then not only that, on top of that, he's gonna make plays. And at the end of the day, that's what we need him to do, is step up and make plays.
Coach Mike is a tremendous coach. He pushes me on and off the field every day to be the best. That's the best strength coach I had my whole life, and I just can't wait to have this. It's his first year coaching, so I just can't wait to make this his best season.
How would I describe my coaching method? I think it varies. I wouldn't say that I have one style. I think coaching is really communicating with the kids and understand that different kids have different needs. So, like I said, I don't think it's a one style across the board. Now there are times where, I got to be tough with them, and then there's other times where, I got to pull back and kind of, understand the kids' side of it too. So I wouldn't say there's a definite style to my coaching. It's just coming in and getting a feel for your players and just, understanding what buttons to push, when to push the buttons. And I think that really, more than anything, is is the gift of, it's the art of coaching. It's just kind of figuring out, what buttons to push with your guys.
I would say his coaching method is very unique. On the field, he's a very tough coach. He's gonna push you to be the best. Off the field, I mean, he's just gonna love you like you're his own kid. So I mean, I'm blessed to have that coach.
It's very simple. The formula is very simple. All right? We take care of all that stuff on the board that I've been talking about for the last year and a half, all right? And it's all about us. So it don't matter where the 45 are going.
Whoever the running back is, Inniss at J, Malachi Zebra, and Hoy, he went to the bathroom. My name is Mario Perez, and I'm the offensive coordinator at American Heritage. It's a privilege to coach kids that have that type of talent like Brandon Inniss. And fortunately, at American Heritage, we've had a lineage of elite talent come through our school, and we've had an opportunity to coach it. So we're familiar with it. And Brandon Inniss falls right in line with the lineage we have. And the best thing about him is he's such a team player, and he makes everyone else around him better.
Offensive coordinator, Coach Mario, he dialed it up. He putting in tremendous plays for not only me, but our whole offense to click and just help us win stakes.
My coaching method is real simple. I try to take advantage of what the defense gives me. I am definitely a run-oriented coordinator, and when we throw the ball down the field, I want to make it hurt. We want to take advantage of our situations and our opportunities, and score points when necessary. So you're both even, because it's obvious when we line up outside what's going to happen. But I don't care. We'll work it back. We'll work on it. Out of 10.
Top of the number. Straighten up right here at the bottom of the number. The top of the number. Start from the bottom, straighten up at the top, and break out to the right. My name is Coach C.B. McKinney. I'm the wide receiver coach at American Heritage Plantation. It feels great. Feel good. It's definitely have its ups and downs. Not too much of its downs. The only downs is it just your Instagram, Twitter, and your phone go crazy between different type of coaches calling and asking about them. But other than that, it's a great feeling coaching a kid like Brandon Inniss. And I got plenty more coming behind him, but definitely a great feeling.
Our wide receiver coach, Coach CB, he's been my receiver coach since 8th grade. He's been developing me for 4 years now, 4 or 5 years. Going into my senior year, I had him every year of high school, and I'm just blessed to have a receiver coach like that.
How would I describe Brandon Inniss's game? Explosive versatility. That's a kid that we can line Brandon up outside. We can line Brandon up in the slot. You can probably put Brandon in the backfield. Brandon played quarterback for us last year. Anywhere that you put him, though, he's got that home run threat to him. And he's just an explosive player. I would say a big part of his game is just is the knowledge that he has of the game. Because this is a kid that's been playing varsity football since he was in 8th grade. So, there's not a lot that he hasn't seen at the high school level. So, like I said, explosive kid, versatile kid, smart, high IQ football player. I would say, too, the other thing about him, and we've had a lot of good ones come through here, but I would say he's the best contested ball catcher that we've had at American Heritage. If the ball's in the air, Brandon's going to go get it. If it's one-on-one balls in the air, Brandon just has a special ability to go make that play. So just explosive player, high IQ, and just, a competitor, man.
In a word, Brandon Inniss's game style is, you can describe it as dynamic, because he can do it all. He can run, he can catch, run routes, throw passes. He's a weapon on special teams, and he just makes everyone else around him better.
Non-stop, not stopping. It remind me of the I don't know if y'all remember the old commercial, the Energized Bunny, but that's just him. He got a work ethic, man. He just keep going, and he's smart. Probably one of the smartest kids on the field. Probably smarter than a quarterback, honestly. Playing receiver, so that's me. I think that's what make his game better than a lot of other kids, because he really understands the games of football. He understands X's and O's. Once he do learn your offense, he understands what the offensive coordinator trying to get done. He could put it together for you. So his intelligence, that's what makes him Brandon Inniss on that field. His intelligence and his work ethic.
Let's go.
think Brandon is a great leader. He's really stepped up in that department, especially coming into his senior year here. I mean, I think the first year he was here, it was kind of just, okay, this is the player I am, let me fit in, and kind of figure it out from there. But it's what we've talked about. You know, the last thing that he has to accomplish is to be a state champion at the end of the season. So I think that he's really embraced that role, and he's really stepped up in the leadership department, and he's done a great job. He's done a great job as far as, you know, really, you know, stepping out in front and leading this team.
A leader, definitely a leader, like a big brother. And he always had a characteristics as an 8th grader. He came in at U school where I had him as an 8th grader, as being a leader and not scared to lead by example out there. But he definitely lead on the field. He definitely our captain. He probably definitely backbone of this team. He definitely a lead out there on the field. He the general. He definitely the field general.
All my teammates, they're great teammates. They push me on the field to be the best I can be. And I can't wait to play my senior season with them. I got some young guys coming in behind me. I'm leading for it. I'm trying to put them in the right direction for after I leave, so I can come back and watch them be great.
You know, my goals for Brandon this season, that kid has every individual, you know, accolade there is right now. You know, and I kind of talked to him about that. You know, he's the #1 receiver in the country. You know, he's committed to Ohio State. I think for Brandon now, I don't want to put numbers on it, and I know that he's got some numbers and some goals in mind, but I think for him really is to go out and solidify his legacy as a champion, really. I mean, and that's the biggest thing that I want for him. You know, last year he had to play quarterback and do some other stuff for him, but this year I really, for Brandon, I want him to have a season that he really enjoys playing the game, where he's not so much worried about his numbers. His numbers are going to come, and that he can go out and solidify his legacy as a champion, and that's the biggest thing that I want for Brandon this year.
My goals and expectation for Brandon this season is to be the best player he could be on and off the field. He do know I expect 10 touchdowns from him every year. And, you know, the goal this year is to get that state title. We're trying to go out on top this year. Senior year, we did it all at 7-on-7, so now we're trying to finish it all in high school.
My main goal is to come out the season healthy, win states, of course, and I'm trying to break all the receiving records American Heritage has. All of them are set by Isaiah McKenzie, so I'm trying to break that.
Long as we can stay healthy, I think we got a chance of winning it all. I really do. I'm not just saying that because I coach at American Heritage, but I really do. We stay healthy, I think we got a chance of winning it all. Last year, I think that was our ups and downs. Started having our injuries. Everybody know. Wasn't no secret we had an injury at quarterback, and Brandon had to go play quarterback. But as long as we can keep Brandon at receiver and keep everything normal, our chances is always great. We always gonna have a good chance of winning it all.
I feel great about this upcoming season. A lot of people are sleeping on us, and I just can't wait to go out there and ball out with my teammates, and we're gonna win everything. And then everybody gonna be like, how they won, stuff like that. They're gonna ask the questions. They didn't have as much talent as they had last year, but I think this year we tighter as a family, so we're gonna get it done.
Who can cover Brandon Inniss? I would keep it a buck with you. I've been coaching Brandon for the last 5 years. There's only one kid I've seen cover Brandon Inniss. That was his 8th grade year, and that was Xavier Flowers. He's playing wide receiver at Boston College right now. He was our guy at U school. He was the best corner. Probably was the best corner in South Florida that year, under the radar. But that's the only kid I've ever seen cover Brandon. So outside of that, I don't think nobody can cover him. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I don't think nobody can cover him. I just don't think nobody can do it. I ain't seen it yet. In my own eyes, I haven't seen it in a real 48 minutes football game that somebody covered this kid and stopped this kid from catching the ball or stopped this kid from getting in the end zone. One thing about him, he go get in the end zone, he go get his.
Who can cover Brandon Inniss? No one. Brandon Inniss is he sees football at a different level. The ability to, he can see weight distributions, he can see coverages, he can see leverage. He knows how to get himself open. He's just has an uncanny ability of get himself open, and when he gets an opportunity, he takes advantage of it.
That remains to be seen. I'll be honest with you, I don't see a lot of people in high school being able to stay with Brandon, because he can hurt you so many different ways. We can line him up outside, we can line him up in the slot. He can go deep on you, he can run a route on you. He's he understands the game. He's a real technician of the game. So that's it. I'm not gonna put that out there, but I don't, being biased, I don't think there's anybody in high school that can stick him.
Who can cover Brandon Inniss? Nobody in the nation. I'm the most unguardable receiver in the nation. I win my one-on-one matchups. You can double me, but it's still not gonna work.
Hey, there you have it. It's the #1 receiver in the nation. The Buckeyes are getting the good one. He's unguardable, man. Point blank period. He's unguardable. Hey, we gotta go. But before we leave, and for those of y'all back home, let them know what they gotta do, man.
Fight, grind, shine, like and subscribe.
That's it.
Good job, good job.